Hello friends, welcome back to Recorder Playing. Today we are working on advancing our playing of G, A, and B, and we're also going to work a little bit on reading those same notes on our staff. So let's review first. First things first, I'm going to go through each one of these warm-ups one time. If you don't get them correctly the first time, that's fine. In fact, I'm expecting that you probably will need more than one try. That's okay. Stop me and go back. I am not offended by that, okay? So we've got three notes: B, one finger on the front plus one thumb on the back; A, two fingers on the front plus one thumb on the back; and G, three fingers on the front plus one thumb on the back. If you need to review, on the front of your packet, I've got three happy little recorders there, and hopefully you gave yourself a little bit of a reminder and filled in the names of the notes so that you'll be able to have them in front of you if you need them, okay? I'm gonna play first, then we'll sing second, and then we'll play third. Very wise recorder players sing and finger so that they're sure to double practice, okay? I'm using my left hand today. Please make sure you're using your left hand as well to finger. I know many people are right-handed, so am I. I'm putting my right hand on the bottom. Your right hand will have many more jobs later, okay? Listen first, sing second, and then we'll play all together third. Here we go. Let's sing it and finger it. Ready? Here we go. B, A, B. Now let's play it. Again, if you didn't get it, that's fine. Stop me. Go back and try again. Here's another one. Let's sing it together. B, A, G. Now let's play it. Here's another one. We're starting on G this time. Make sure your three fingers have the fingerprints part of your finger completely covering the hole. If you get squeaky weird sound, two possible culprits. One, fingerprints not covering completely. Two, blowing birthday candle air rather than soft, lovely window foaming air. Foaming? Fogging. Here we go. We're starting on G this time. Let's sing it and finger it. G, A, B. And let's play it. Okay, last one. We're starting on G again. Okay, let's sing it and finger it. Ready? Here we go. G, G, B, B. Let's play it. One thing that may have caused you trouble is that some kids don't get these two fingers to move at the same time. So if you heard something that sounded like this, go back and try one more time, okay? All right, behind me here, I have a 5-line staff. Normally, when we look at sheet music, we'll see 5 lines and 4 spaces. We usually number them from the bottom to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So if I say it's in the second space, what I mean is 1, 2. That one, not that one, okay? But as we start to learn about absolute pitch, that means the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, those kinds of names, we are going to assign an actual name to each one of these lines. A long time ago, this is a true story, a long time ago in Italy, music written this way was being developed, and people were inventing ways of communicating what kind of melodies they wanted people to play. What happened is that the monks and nuns in the monasteries that would be copying these hymn books, basically, they did this as a sacrifice of praise and a service to the church. And so they did it very beautifully. This is important because initially they had things that were called clefs, and they were just like a key to say, this is the note that you should be playing. And they would write a letter by the side. So for example, if we were going to write G, we would say G lives on this line here. And what that would mean is that every single G on this whole staff is going to live on this second line. Remember, we count 1, 2. So the second line we're saying is G. That's what we're saying when we put a G there. Make it red a little bit further across. There we go. So now we have a G that is living on that second line. This was well and good. It communicated the information, but it wasn't very beautiful. So it wasn't very long before you started to see people being a little bit more creative and adding beauty to this very functional but not very pretty sort of situation. And so they started to write things that looked like this. And you can still see the G. I'll make it red and see if that helps. It's right here. But it looks a little bit better. Time passed, and eventually we started to see clefs that looked something like this. And you might recognize this. We call this sometimes a G clef, because you can still see the G, there it is. Oh, Miss Monk, that got sloppy. Or sometimes we call it a treble clef. Both of those things mean the same thing. So either a treble clef or a G clef. Please notice that it's not you are in trouble, but it's treble. That means higher, really, is what it means. So this treble clef or G clef was circling right around that second line. That second line in the treble clef land is always G. The musical alphabet is pretty great because it's not as complicated as the English spelling alphabet, for example. We just use the first chunk. So we sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we start over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 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 A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We will worry about all the rest of the notes later. Right now we are worrying about only G, A, and B. Okay, so if you look at your packet for right now, I went ahead and used alphabet letters in your notes. You can't really see that very well, but I used alphabet letters because my first concern right now is that you will be able to play the notes. And then I will worry second about your being able to read the notes. That is also important, but it's not immediately important, if that makes sense. So let's look at your packet here. We already played the first song on it, One of My Dumplings Gone. And I would encourage you to go back and play it again and again and again. See if you can't get a sibling or a parent or somebody to sing it with you. But for right now, we're actually looking at Closet Key at the bottom. We've actually played all the intervals that are in this song already today in our warm-up, so I know you can. But one thing you might be confused about is how to play those eighth notes. When you were small, if you were one of my students, you might have seen a rhythm that looks something like this. And we would have said, like in first grade land, ta-ti, 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 ta. That's how we would have read that. Well, I have a little confession. The reason that I taught you to read it, ta-ti, 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 ta, is because ta, that place that your tongue hits, is the exact same place that you're going to hit your tongue on the roof of your mouth in order to play this rhythm, ta-ti, 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 ta, on the recorder. So let's try this. We're going to play on a G. We'll play ta-ti, 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 ta on the recorder. Let's try it. If it didn't come out correctly, sometimes kids will spit a little hard air, which does the same thing as birthday candle air. If you heard an ugly sound, please go back and do it again. Our next job is to change notes in the middle. So instead of going G, 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 I'm actually going to play G, G, B, B, G, G, B. Let's do just that much. Let's sing it and finger it first. I'm looking at the first two measures of Closet Key if you want to look at your paper where you can actually see it. Let's try it together. Singing and fingering the first two measures. Ready? Here we go. G, G, B, B, G, G, B. Now let's go ahead and play it. First two measures. 1, 2, ready? Here we go. If you need to go back, please feel free to do so, but we're going to keep going. Let's look at the measure 3 and measure 4. Now, measure 3 looks awfully familiar because it is exactly the same musically as measure 1. G, G, B, B, right? G, G, B, B. And then I'm going to walk down A, G. So if I put measure 3 and measure 4 together, it will sound like G, G, B, B, A, G. Let's read it together, measure 3 and measure 4, fingering and singing. Ready? Here we go. G, G, B, B, A, G. Now let's play it. Ready? Here we go. If you need to go back, please feel free to do so. Next, we have to take measure 1, 2, 3, and 4 together. I know that there's a repeat sign, but I'm going to make sure I can play it through one time before I add that in. So let's sing it and finger it from the beginning to the end one time, and then we'll play it. Here we go. G, that's our first note. Let's sing it and finger it. 1 and 2 and ready, here we go. G, G, B, B, G, G, B, G, G, B, B, A, G. If that was too hard the first time, stop it and go back. It is fine also to do it more slowly if you need to, or to do it one measure at a time. That's totally fine. If you're ready though, we're going to continue. If you're not ready, stop it and keep practicing, okay? I'm going to go back and play it one time all the way through without stopping. I won't take the repeat yet. 1, 2, ready, here we go. Okay, if you got all the notes or almost all the notes, let's try to play it without stopping with the repeat. But if you got only some of the notes or not nearly all the notes, take a second, pause the video, go back and practice again so that when we repeat it, it won't be frustrating. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. We're going to play it 2 times because there is a repeat sign. Here we go from the beginning. 1 and 2 and ready, here we go. Okay, friends, this week you are very welcome to look ahead in the packet. You do not have to. However, if you are having trouble with anything, please send me an email and I would be more than happy to have a video call with you and we'll fix it. Okay? Have a great week.